Sure. On my way! Something you need?
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the car. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the Hope. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly. Excellent. I'll send her a while. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Wrong matter of shroud, my slow-witted accomplice. This is, how to put it simply, a device. The device has its limits, but it will allow you to blend in perfectly, and probably won't jeopardize your ability to have children. Will it? No, definitely not. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained... Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only... Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path, you can't sneak past. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention. A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive... The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. Science, that... Excellent. I'll contact you once you... And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal. Make yourself at home, Captain. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? If I had to fix a station this big, I'd be spending all my time trying to figure out what needs doing now and what can wait. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Gosh, no, Captain. I am just... I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless, or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only... Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make... Did you want to talk...
Please avoid damaging yourself or others while you're out.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some... He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If any... The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always... Can't believe my desperation has led me to... you. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of... I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the full... Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular... I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison... Thank you.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little backbait brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Yeah. He's like the rest of those bored jackasses. All you gotta do is square your shoulders and stand up to him. Bored ain't accustomed to... Yeah, because I knocked my foreman out with a tossball stick. But, to be fair, I wasn't the one who Look, if it's a crime to defend your favorite tossball team against slander and only the finest group of tossball players ever to He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his... That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my... You know something? I am lucky. I ought to raise a glass of 0G to my Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't that... So your ship's got a dark and violent history. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report. Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
It's always fucking freezing in the... Gonna head to Varus for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at their cargo.
You don't pay your docking fees, your ship gets seized. I've seen it happen.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on... Monarch, it's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, It takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar, shipped in and out with. I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity. Something vexing. Yes, well, now that we're here, can we check in with security? If I can access the data cartridge from the terminal, that'll give us dates, times, and the crew manifest. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the full...
Hey, that's impressive.
Saw something. I'm gonna take a look.
Looking sharp. Mind playing tricks on me.
Here we go!
You'll pay for that! Oh!
Not a peep from me. Nicely done.
Carry on.
Keep your sights out, friend.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly... Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26... Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one, but 2 officers. Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into... Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own consider... Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head. Or... I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck. Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand? Don't make me laugh on duty. Sets a bad ex... We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easy. Still waiting to...
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid... Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have... I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've...
Even the air costs money here.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself.
The board would like to remind
Nobody
spacers
wants
and
you
other
looking
travelers
close
that
at their
passage to
cargo.
Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that no one leaves the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
I don't have time for this.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
12% more crunch. Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and tea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
What the hell's going on? We were in a holding pattern for 2 hours just to get in.
Comms had to go on break. Chief didn't have enough hands to coordinate docking. Something about the radiators being busted. I don't know. Not my problem, right?
Assholes in their big interstellar freighters. One nearly rammed me on the way in.
Welcome to The Last Hope, our little tribute to the mystery.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corpse pulled back to Terra. It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your... If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands... But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try...
Hey you, where's my order?
Look, can I get you a cafe or something?
Colonials are always itching for a fight.
This is
Chemicals all
Halcyon
over,
News.
but
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Some townships have asked Halcyon News to make a statement regarding rumors of food shortages. Rest assured, the far side...
Careful where you smoke. Crew bills us for air filtration. You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modification. Ooh, someone has got to talk with Chief Tennyson about the thermostat around here. Why, it gets you the weapon.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and... What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine. No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it... Right here for a start. A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WA... only takes a bit of elbow grease. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is an engine... So...
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1?
Put that away! You're making me nervous.
Was in dispute with the Renegade Company. Sounded dire. We call it Monarch now. It's supposed to be a real hell. Blood running in the streets, all kinds of shit. So it went about as well as everybody expected. Complete fucking fiasco.
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a fare.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch, okay? Okay, keep it quiet. I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it. Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want...
Here we go!
Wow, great work!
Smells awful, and not all of it's mine. I'll die in here. Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend. You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is? Hey, let's not be hasty. Here, I've got a few bits on me. Take it. Just take it, and we'll forget this ever happened, yeah? Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
If you got a complaint, file it at security. I get strange comms chatter every
Are you
time I
listening
fly
to
by
me,
Monarch.
Emperor?
What's going on down there?
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a Oh, and it's not the best. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Some... I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints.
It's not the best choice! It's Spacer's choice! Taste the freedom!
You would never ask if you knew what it... I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice consumer. Have a look.
Okay, moving out. On my way. Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you know what it takes to defend your corporate premises from the dangers of alien? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
Move along.
Service does not guarantee
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real... grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
you want something, you'll need to ask the doctor. I just work here.
Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. Sure is. You need a deft hand to straighten a busted nose or sparkle up those not-so-pearly whites? I'm your gal. Of course, there's not much cosmetic improvement going on at the moment, not without my mechanical. Sure. How do you think we keep this pile of junk in the sky? It costs bits, and a little or it would, if I had my dang mechanicals. I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to... The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire any. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only... I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. You look out, though. The place is probably... Keep hanging around, and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you? You have your... I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparent. You say that like it's weird. Like I said, Jesse did me a favor. I just don't like to leave a debt Yeah, if she's in the Come on, we're on a space station. Besides, who wouldn't want to see me? I'm a delight. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with...
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
Just plugged the last of the O2 leaks. I'm ready for downtime.
Nasty encounter you had down there. Sorry, man. Fucking pirates, right? How you planning to spend your night off? Some lonely young Mardette with starships in their eyes?
Figured I'd get in some quality time with Vera's stock.
Let me know when you're heading out. We'll get drinks the night before.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. They're terrified to lock in the juices. How about a... You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make... Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spice. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean... Long as you don't mind me grinding spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't... Just...
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's all. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to...
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycled spacer fart.
That was quick.
Is any of the news they play here actually true?
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to This unit dispense proteins for you. This unit would clarify. There is a dead user error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock. Meals come with everything seen here. This unit dispense This unit is programmed to shock simulation non-functional. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Some condiments are not for use. This unit dispense.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells.
Report any sightings to your local Borg embassy. Have you seen this man? Reward
Go
offer
back
for
to Byzantium,
information
you
needed for the
gold-plated
capture of wanted
bastards.
terrorist Phineas Wells.
Yeah, no
Report
one
any
wants you on
sightings to your local
Groundbreaker.
Borg embassy.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us? On our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back. I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
I hear scary things.
You couldn't pay me to visit Monarch. When's this shitbucket station going to repair its damn radiators? This armor doesn't breathe.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
Finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if
Feels
this
like I'm
behavior could lead
melting.
to an unfair advantage. This has been Halcyon News, your only...
What do you think you're doing? Just don't make more paperwork for me.
Yeah, huh?
Oh, hello. Oh, this is quite unexpected. I didn't have any visitors on my schedule today. Who might you be? The captain of the... No, that can't be right. Alex Hawthorne is the captain of that vessel. On top of that, I just impounded it. Oh. Oh dear. Has something happened? There's no need for hysterics. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. What? I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard... But you... It's always like this with you tramp freighter captains.
Oh, Captain, be nice.
Captain, stop pulling the man's leg.
Yes, please do. I have a fragile constitution, I'll have you know, and this runaround is like to give me a cold.
On second thought, maybe you should be mean to him just the littlest bit.
I recant my earlier statement. Mr. Bedford deserves what he gets.
I've met circus sprats possessed of better manners. Well, once you've...
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Ready when you are.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Time to feed the flames.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Here they come!
Look at this. Time.
Is it?
You came... You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. No one turns their back on me while I'm holding...
We've got a...
Look, time.
Is it?
You came...
Here goes.